And we're back. Hi. Up first, I have a newbie and then July. Can you guys let me chill and chat and burn some stuff real quick before we get started, if you're cool with that? Um, First of all, because my nails are drying, but second of all, I want to look at the astrology. I've been busy and haven't been following the charts in this last cycle, even though we had this really wild, and not even wild, but the super moon in Aries that we're, kind of coming out of. I don't know if any of you guys got a chance to see that. That moon was intense, but full moon is a time of release. And I don't know, like I felt the energy building up to it felt very intense. And now that it's like come to pass, I feel like I can just kind of like take a deep breath, I want to look at what else is going on right now in the chats. We have boop 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 boo. Welcome in, friends. We have, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm doing well. How are you? Bailey, how's it going? It's been a while, girly pop. Yeah, so sun is in Libra, moon is in Taurus, so we have a Venus heavy day, which is cool. We have Mercury in Scorpio, Venus in Sag, Mars still in Cancer, conjuncting my natal moon, which is really interesting. So we'll see how that plays out for me today. Anyway, let's jump right into it. We got newbie up first. Philomena, thank you so much. We are doing donation only today. Thank you so much. And make sure you like and subscribe. I have 3 reading options. If you're called to donate, let me know. We'll get you on our donation list. All right, let's do it. I'm wearing my Elder Emo t-shirt today. And life is good. Life is good. All right, we got newbie. We got July, and we got Philomena. Newbie, I think I want to use this deck for you. All right. All right. Here is our list. Do we have newbie or July in the house? Let me know. And we will start with either one of you guys, whoever comes first. Just let me know. All right, July, let's start with you. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel. Archangel Michael, please protect this live stream and bring forward people who need to connect with me today. And so it is. All right. We're going to start with the Astro Dice for you, July. Let's get into it. All right. July, they're taking me to your heart chakra. And it's funny because it's a very Venus heavy day, as I just said with the astrology. So what does that mean? We have the Sun in Libra, Moon in Taurus, both ruled by Venus. Okay. And they take me to your heart chakra, and there's a transformation going on with you about I think that there's been a wow, we're gonna go a little deep here. So I think that there had been some, whether this was like your raising or influences or your upbringing or just social influences around you. I mean, and this could be, in some ways I could say this to a lot of women, but just stay with me. I think this is something that you're going through right now where you're like, I think that you are doing things to please yourself. You are making decisions to do things that only you're not looking for you are doing things to please you, and you're not even thinking about anymore what the opinions of others would be, whether that is like friends, family, significant others, things like this. Because I feel like some women can, or even men, like people in general, because of societal norms and expectations, sometimes we prevent ourselves from doing things that we really want to do because it may cause judgment or impede some type of like opportunity, whether that's like with a dating partner or whatever. But I feel like you're just kind of like living your life out loud, or you're getting to a place where you are just like, this is me, this is who I am. Like, if you don't want to match my freak, like beat it type of energy. And I see, even though they took me to your heart chakra, it's more of like this self-love transformation that's really interesting. Okay. Let me see what else is going on here. Spirit, what does July need to know right now? You said I'm definitely in that energy right now. Spirit, what is going on right now? Yeah, we have the 8th house. I think we have the 8th house. We have the South Node, and we have Taurus, which is more Venus, that Venus energy. Taurus is about life force. It's about fertility. It rules the 2nd house. It talks about money, abundance, things of that nature. It's Venus ruled, right? Talking about love and money here. And there's a major transformation, just like I said, with the 8th house here and the South Node. You may feel like you're getting to an age where you're like, you look back 5, 7 years, 13 years, and you're like, man, I feel like I've lived multiple lifetimes. I feel like I'm a totally different person. What I really like about your energy, and I don't know if you have any Scorpio in your chart here with this 8th house of transformation here, but you have the ability, like many Scorpio heavy influenced people, to like constantly evolve, constantly transform. And that's a really beautiful thing. And that's another reason to really like be proud of yourself and love yourself very hard. You're Scorpio rising. Love that. One of my besties is a Scorpio rising. Super cool energy. Okay. And that's being a Scorpio is it's like a gift and a curse, but the older we get, the more we understand how to use that power. So use it for good and use it for your own benefit to transform. I feel like you are evolving into a person that if people like that you went to school with, or maybe even, 13 years ago, like some people wouldn't even recognize you. Maybe you look different. And I just feel like you're in a different energy mentally. I think there's been so much growth and evolution. Maybe just the way you look or even carry yourself. So that's really cool. Okay. Spirit is along the ride for that. And I think that they're really excited about where you're growing and how you've transformed. Okay. Interesting message. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. That was cool. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Spirit, what information, what advice, what does July need to know right now? Three of Pentacles wants to fall out. What does July need to know right now? What does July need to know right now? Seven of Pentacles. There may be something that you're dealing with that feels like a burden, that feels like, I don't know if you're waiting for something. What this reminds me of, and it's not exact, but the best example I can give you is like, let's say you're in college or you're trying to earn a certificate or something like that. And you're like, once I graduate, then I can live my life. Or once I get here, I can live my life. And I think the reminder is for live life on your own terms right now, because I used to say that when I was young too. And my friend's dad used to say, like, what do you mean you're waiting for your life to start? Like, you're living right now. And I put off so many things because I had so many dreams and so many goals. And I was just grinding. So, the Seven of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, this too, not only is it this too shall pass, but life is going to pass whether you do the things that you want to do or not. And there is a lot of benefit to, hard work paying off and all of those things, but just make sure that you are, while you're on your grind, make sure that you're making time for yourself to do the things that you really enjoy. Because, and as a Scorpio, I know you're not a Cap, or I don't know, I can't remember, I don't know if you're a Cancer or a Leo, I feel like, but I feel what I'm trying to say is I actually think that you're a really hard worker, and having that Scorpio fixed placement, like if you put your mind to something, like you can do whatever you want. Okay. Yeah. We have the King of Pentacles here. Like, any worries that you're having about finances, I think things are going to be okay. Maybe you feel like you should be further along, or you're experiencing some kind of lack, or there's some type of comparison going on, or you've been waiting around for something that just hasn't happened to you yet. You said, yeah, I'm a go-getter, Leo sun. Well, yeah, you got all this fixed energy in you, right? Like you're ready to accomplish goals and kick ass, right? So this King of Pentacles is like, you are going to get there. You may not feel right now like you feel like you're waiting for recognition. You may feel like you're waiting for the abundance, and Spirit's like, it is on the way. It is coming. Okay. Wow. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think you are a go-getter. I think you're someone who will get your hands dirty, and you are not someone, especially with Leo Scorpio combo in your chart, I do not think that you're someone who really would back down from a fight at all. There may be some confusing things that have happened lately around this full moon time where you're like, man, that seems weird, or that seems a little bit off. Am I crazy? No. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts right now. If it smells like a fish, it looks like a fish, it's a freaking fish. Okay. But I think that things are evolving and things are changing, and that's something that you can roll with. But with that moon energy, it can talk about confusion. It can talk about fear, and it challenges you to tap into your intuition and not feed into the fear. Even if the other thing I want to say is, this is going to be specific. The other thing that I want to say here is, hold on one second. Welcome in, guys. You may have recently, or you are about to see someone or a group of people's true colors around you. And I really want you to trust your instincts on that. Okay. And you may feel, I literally just said this to a friend, shout out if you're watching. I said, sometimes I feel like I'm crazy. And sometimes I feel like I'm the problem, but I know I trust my instincts with, I got half my chart is Scorpio. Okay. A spirit never will lead you astray. Okay. Six of Swords. Boom. There may be someone, something, or a group of people, whether this is friends or social group or something like that, where you are like ready to heal and transform and move on. And you are thinking, I think you're even thinking about leaving some people behind. Okay. But they may try to pull you back, right? This devil energy, there's this temptation where it's like, maybe I remember when I moved to Phoenix, and I didn't know anybody. So I was hanging out with people and they kind of showed me that they really weren't good people or like real friends. But I kind of hung out with some people anyway, just because I was like, well, I want to get out there and blah, blah, blah. But I think that, I think you're kind of seeing people for their true colors. And, as someone especially with Scorpio in your chart, with all that fixed energy, you either F with people or you don't, right? There's really no gray area. And so if something feels gray to you, it might not be a hell yes. So I just want you to, I know I threw a lot of energy on the table here for you to think about, but there is a major transformation happening. And I think the choosing to not spend time with people who feel like they could be potentially harmful to you, and allowing yourself to feel like, I'm the problem, it's me. Like, is it me? And Spirit's like, no, trust your instincts. And the other thing I will tell you is, if you are not questioning yourself, you might be a sociopath. You know what I'm saying? Because someone who, like you, July, and I feel like you're asking yourself the same questions, like, is it me? Someone who is like a psychopath, you say, LOL. That's what I'm saying. Like someone who, if you have these instincts and you're following them, and there's not a time where like you don't question yourself, like people who are like narcissists and sociopaths, they don't question themselves. And so I think this is just trust your spiritual. I think that you're very intuitive, and I think that Spirit is leading you. And I think that Spirit is trying to roll out the red carpet for you, and you know where to go and what to do. What is before you is going to be so much greater than anything in your past in regard to literally everything. Like there's an emphasis on friendship here, but I also feel like career and love life as well. So I'm going to leave that with you, and Spirit's blessed. Actually, oh no, I rolled the dice already for you. I'm just really excited. I'm just happy to be back, guys. Make sure welcome in. Hey, Terry. We just got started. Welcome in. Thank you so much. All right. So on our list today, I have Newbie and I have Philomena. Newbie, are you in the house? If not, we'll get to Philomena. It was donation only today. If you're called to donate, let me know, and make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. Thank you so much. All right. Philomena, you can go ahead and post if you would like to. We can go get to your reading. Newbie! Cool. You're here. Awesome. You know what? It's spooky season, and I haven't been using my coveted. I don't know why I treat this deck so preciously. Probably because it's the final print. They're never going to make this again, they said. The Bohemian Gothic. Welcome in, guys. Already smudged my nails. It's all right. I'll fix them later. It's all right. Have a good time. Newbie, I'm sorry if I texted you like too much crap last night with my manifesto. I feel like it was a lot. It was a lot. All right, Philomena. Got Newbie on deck. How's everybody doing? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What are you guys up to today? I slept all night and now I'm at volleyball, so I didn't say, oh, no worries. And I don't have TikTok, so I can't like open. Newbie, you can go ahead and post your question and we'll get to Philomena when she comes back. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Yeah, so I can't open TikToks. I'm afraid of TikTok, to be quite honest with you. I'm afraid it's going to like rot my soul or something. How does Spirit feel about what I did this morning? Shit. Hold on. Maybe I was meant to use, this is a Bohemian Gothic question. Philomena's going to get something else. We're using this for Newbie. All right. One of my most precious decks for you. Good Lord. Hold on. You say I make you laugh. You make me, like, that question makes me laugh. Thank you so much, Nicole. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Okay. All right, Newbie, let's get into it. Yes, Nicole, we did get you. Just look at my little note in there. All right. How does Spirit feel about what my ex did this morning? All right, this feels good. You know what? I'm going to start with the Astro Dice for you too. I feel like there's a little, oh well, I don't want to mess with my camera too much. There's something up with the lens on this thing. All right. Spirit. Such an interesting question. So how do you feel about what Newbie did this morning to the ex? 5th house, children involved. We have Pisces and we have Uranus. So I do feel like this is something that was a little bit out of the norm for you. I feel like something really, really there was a serious, deep emotional response to something, or you were trying to get a major message across. And I think that you did it in a surprising way. So your question is not about him, but it's about spirit. What does spirit think about this? And I think spirit thinks that you did this out of mostly mama bear protection for the children here. Yeah, Pisces, Uranus, fifth house. It may have been a little out of character for you. I feel like you almost surprised spirit with whatever this is that you did. All right, how do you feel about what newbie did? 6 of Wands. Yeah, you were like, I need to make things better. I'm going after it. Here I am. 9 of Pentacles, this strong woman, 3 of Swords. You have, not only have you hurt me, you've hurt these kids. 7 of Pentacles. And it was like, I think what you're mostly worried about here, this 3 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles here, this combination of energy makes me feel like this combo here is trauma, period. It's like the 3 of Swords talks about emotional heartbreak, a need for healing. And the 7 of Pentacles talks about, like, in the way I read the card, you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for something. It's like the longevity of trauma. And I think that you got really angry because Pisces energy, I know, and no shade to Pisces, I don't really come for Pisces as much as I used to. But what I will say is I know a lot of Pisces men that have anger issues. And even though they're this soft water sign, y'all better watch out for these water signs. You think we're soft, you think we're emotional. Who are the most serial killers? Freaking Cancers. Who will cut you? A Scorpio. Who will chop you up? A freaking Pisces. Okay? So, I know, sorry. I know I went to get a little excited about that. But what I'm trying to say here is Pisces is a 12th sign of the zodiac. It represents the 12th house. This is hidden frustration, anger, trauma that has built up, and you came for him. You came for his head. And if this was the Middle Ages, you probably would have chopped his head off, to be quite honest. So I think that's kind of what you did. Here from my perspective and what I feel in my heart right now as I'm tapping in to read for this, Spirit does not judge you, okay? Spirit is not judging you. You are a human. You are a child of the divine. You had an emotional response to this, and you know, I'm not preaching like Christianity or anything, but like it's not like you're going to be, I don't think this is going to count against you when you do your life review. Like, I don't know if that's, I don't think Spirit is, because of what you've gone through, I don't think that Spirit is judging you for having this lashing out type of energy, because by the time you get to Pisces, by the time you get to the 12th house, things get pretty messy in the 12th house, okay? And having this pent up energy, especially about the children here in the 5th house, there was a surprising outburst, right? This full moon in Aries energy. I think you kind of just, which is opposite your sun in Libra, I think you just popped off. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. It's like, I think you also thought, like, I'm not waiting for karma. I'm serving it up right now on a platter. Knight of Cups. Yeah, I think you were just fighting for them because you care for them and you love him and you think you love your kids. And you're like, why can't you just do the right thing? Like, wouldn't it be easy for you just to do the right thing? So it's frustrating. 3 of Pentacles. Why can't you work with them? Why can't you show up for them? Why can't you just be like a decent, honest person? Here's the Mother right here. The Empress. Spirit feels, and I know this was, I don't know if we're looking for any more information here, and I just keep reiterating it. This was a deep emotional trauma response for you to protect your kids. Here, 5th house. You said, damn, I'm so good. I appreciate your feedback. Okay. Top of the deck, I have the Chariot, right? And you're like, you know what? I got to pick up the pieces no matter what. I got to keep riding for them, especially since you're RES wouldn't. And you know what? There's a lot of mothers out there, newbie. There's a lot of parents out there that just kind of, they just kind of abandon their kids and they're raised by wolves. And good for you for showing up and nurturing and carrying your children in this harsh world. And another thing that I want to say about this, and then here we have on the bottom of the deck, the Fool, which represents that Aries energy. Okay. And so you popped off. There was no, I'm not sitting on this. I am just reacting. I'm just freaking reacting. July, thank you so much. Before I get into your oracle, the other thing that I want to say about this is, and I don't even know if this is going to be helpful, but it's so funny when we see these fathers who abuse and abandon their children, okay? Because I am one of those children as well. And then we see these podcast bros talk about how we don't want an independent woman. We don't want these, blah. We want this, because, we're just going to take care of them. No, you don't. Do you know how many of us have been abandoned and abused by men and our fathers? And then you want to get pissed off because I make more money than you and I'm educated? Go F yourself, dude. Go on your podcast and talk about how women don't talk to you, okay? Sorry. But it's men like this that traumatize their children, male or female. It's like, get a life, bro. Get a life. So what's going to come of this energy? Sorry, girl, I am on one right now. No, yeah, you want to sit there and talk about how, I don't want an independent woman, blah, blah, blah. I'm a provider. No, you're not. You're living on your mom's couch. Provider. Okay. Who? Get out of here. And this man's up in the church. The energy is gaining momentum. I'm sorry. I need to focus. Men like this make me insane. Communication is key. That's why I just opted out. I'm like, I'm done. So yeah, there may be some co-parenting. I know you got kids. I know some of your kids are younger still. And so yeah, communication is key. You may still have to communicate with this man and try to figure something out. But if not, the Chariot, the Fool, you're like, I'm going to keep this train. You should get a life, bro. July. A time for healing. Yes, it is a time for healing. So let's talk about this. Since this is all about your kids here, let's talk about maybe there's some resources, whether it be at the school or the community. Maybe there's some type of family counseling. Maybe you want to assist them and help them so that, I'm just going to keep it 100 because I don't think my family watches this anymore. And if you do, you can F yourself too. But I came from an extraordinarily abusive home. Okay. And I'm sorry to dump my trauma on you guys, but I just want to make a point here because this makes sense in your story, newbie. And I know you guys know I get deep with this stuff. And so I have brothers who ended up being influenced by that. And I think part of your fear is like, you don't want your kids to be like that, right? Again, male or female, whatever. And so because I had brothers who grew up witnessing that, they do not respect women. They use women. They talk horribly about women. They treat women as they are commodities, okay, and objects. And and anything we do or say is stupid. So yeah, when you treat women as objects, this is what happens. Okay. Sorry, I got worked up. Okay, so we have a time for healing here, right? And so you may want to, maybe there's some type of family therapy that you may want to get into, with your kids here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm sorry for talking about my personal stuff. Open, say yes, expand through the extremes, and trust life. Yeah. And by you standing up and you doing this and being there for your kids and mothering them as the Empress energy that you are going to help them tenfold, because a lot of women in a situation like yours, and let's talk about the boomers. I'm not saying you're a boomer, but like boomers and some Gen Xers, right? They grew up in this freeze response of like, well, I've been told my whole life, right, that I have to appease men and that I have to act a certain way. So when they see these men abusing their children, they freeze and do absolutely nothing, and maybe even abandon their children as well. You're not doing that. You're doing this. You're trying to help them heal through it. And that is amazing. Okay. Because not every mother is able to do that due to their own trauma or due to, whatever. Protection, boundaries, and clear communication. We got communication twice. Maybe you want to sit down with your kids, have a discussion about some of this stuff going on. Again, I know this is deep personal stuff here. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness and untamed. Yeah. Ain't no man going to tame you at this point, newbie. Nope, nope, nope. Embrace your uniqueness and do it your way. I feel like I just ran 3 miles. I'm going to leave that with you. Philomena, are you up in here? We got Michelle, Jenna. Jen, were you here for my me freaking out? Whew. Everyone say hi to Jen. Make sure you guys like the stream. Jen, I was so happy to be able to see you. It was so great hanging out with you, even though those tacos were horrible. We are never doing that again. All right, Philomena, how will work be like next week? Yeah, Jen, just rewind. I just went on an anti-man rant for a minute here. Okay. Philomena wants to know, how is work going to be next week? I'm going to use some of my spooky decks today. Even though, I know. All right. Philomena wants to know. All right. On our donation list, let me see who else we got up in here. We got Philomena. We have Philomena. We have Nicole. Sorry, my PayPal is really, really slow. So I'm just going to do this reading for Philomena and then I'll be able to see it. And then we have Michelle as well. There we go. Yep. I have Philomena, Nicole, July, and then Michelle. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're doing donation only today if you're called to donate. Let me know. We'll get you added to the stream. And I love doing career readings for Philomena over here. A nice little, I'm hoping I'm accurate for you because you're coming back with the career, with the work questions. And I love to do work readings. Awesome. Okay, cool. How will, Jenna, you don't have to, how will work be like next week? How will work be like next week? Spirit, show me what's going on with Philomena. I've been using the Astro Dice first, which is nice because then I don't forget them. But it's kind of helping me ground. All right, let me sit in your energy for a second here. Philomena. It's so funny when I read for you now, because I feel like this reading has become like a ritual for us to do like about every week. They take me to the same setting in my third eye, which is I know the work environment that you're in. And so like they take me there and I just laugh because, and then they show me like a snapshot and then I feel all the energy. Give me 1 second here. I think that something very dramatic happened in the recent past. And so now this week ahead is like the hangover from that. Does that make sense? Whether there was some dramatic thing that happened or there was something that could have went down with a coworker or an employee or something dramatic that happened. And now there's like the hangover or the come down from that peak energy. Okay. Excuse me. Moon and Sag in the 5th house. Sorry. Yeah. So let's talk about Moon and Sag. Moon and Sag is a lighter energy. Sag wants to be free. Sag wants to be free flowing. Okay. Moon and Sag is not heavy. And Moon and Sag in the 5th house. What's the 5th house? It rules joy. It rules like keeping things light, keeping things moving, doing things that we enjoy doing. Okay. So the energy, Philomena, of moving into this next week is like, man, that was really intense. And like, let's just kind of keep things moving. So energetically, it's going to be a little bit lighter than some of the drama that's gone down in the past couple of weeks. Okay. Especially since eclipse season, because I just think there's a lot of drama that was going on. You said, yeah, I told one of the girls in class that was sleeping that she said she was the only one. Oh, girl. I mean, listen, I'm here for the tea on this channel. Okay. All right, Philomena. And you wanted an in-depth, right? Yeah, we have the 3 of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. I see you being unbothered about it, though. We have the Magician. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords. You're like, I told the truth, and what? I told the truth. Ace of Swords. Like, don't shoot the messenger here. I'm not here to cause drama. I'm just here to like, wouldn't you want to know type of energy, I feel like is what you're bringing to the table. Yeah, we have Knight of Cups. Like this guy's out here dipping his toe. And I actually feel like you were actually a good friend, a good coworker. It's kind of like a girl code kind of thing. This 10 of Cups over here. Yeah, we have King of Cups. I feel like it was an emotionally mature thing for you to do. Yeah, in case, as soon as I say that as well. Yeah, I got the King and the King of Cups and King of Pentacles. I honestly feel like, and I don't care if you're older or younger or the same age as these people, I feel like this person, they might be mad at you right now, but I think that they're going to get over it. And I think they're actually going to really respect you. 4 of Swords, it's going to be low key. I think the dust is settling. The dust is settling. The tornado already ripped through that place, right? And now it's like, we're just going to rest. And I feel like the more reflection that this girl does, eventually she's actually going to respect that you came to her with the truth, because you have no agenda. There's no agenda here. You're just like, yeah, dude, I'm trying to make sure that like, if that dipstick is dirty and it keeps getting dipped around, you know, he may be telling you that he loves you. And the lie detector determined that was a lie. Okay? The energy is going to be much lighter. And I don't think she's going to be mean to you eventually. And this could take a couple weeks, couple months to transform. But eventually she's actually going to respect you. And I think that there's people at your work that also look up to you. I think there's people that look up to you that you don't even realize because of the way that you carry yourself. So I'm going to grab some other advice cards for you for this upcoming week ahead for Philomena. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Up next, we got Nicole, July, Michelle, and then Jen. Thank you so much. Challenges. Unbearable situations throw you directly into Spirit's arms if you are open. Please take over, guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. So yeah, this may feel like it. I think this feels like a bigger challenge than it actually really is. He told, oh girl, I told her, have you seen me? You should be praying for me. The shade, the audacity of these men. Look at this. I'm dying. I'm dying. Trust. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, Spirit, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. Yeah, one more time. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. And the Four of Swords at the top of the deck talks about a time of rest, okay? We also have a hardship. I want to pull another one. We have aging as well. And I know I said something about your age before where it's like, I don't care how old you are. I just feel like even if you're same age or younger, like people really respect you. And this girl, she's going to get over it and realize that you actually were trying to help her. Okay. Spirit, what other information can I give to Philomena? Make sure you guys like the stream. Nicole, you can go ahead and post. You're up next. Accept Spirit's help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. And we have playtime. Do something lighthearted. Maybe like jump back into like a hobby or go do something, like treat yourself with something this week. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestation, because I think things have been heavy at work. So yeah, Sag in the Sag moon in the 5th house, like definitely time for you to have a little bit of fun and let things be a little bit more free flowing emotionally, because yeah, it has been a little heavy. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a slower week. The dust is settled, and I think yeah, she realizes that you didn't have an agenda here. You weren't trying to get after that man. As a matter of fact, it was the exact opposite. You probably saw how dusty and disgusting he was and just wanted to help a girl out. So I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Nicole is up next. If you're called to donate, I have 3 reading options for you today. And let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. Up next, we have Nicole. Nicole has a career reading, I believe, a career question. And we're going to get into it with the traditional tarot. Here is our current list. Misbehaving. Thanks, Misbehaving. All right, Nicole, please post. Let me see if you posted in did Nicole post? Okay. If not, oh, here we go. What is the next career step? So I want to give you I think this is the first time you had a reading with me. I want to give you the best reading that I can. Well, let me just tap in and see let me see what's going on with you. All right, Spirit. Let's open up to Nicole's energy here. King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Now, I feel like you have big dreams. I feel like you have ambition, and I feel like that can actually, I feel like that's a good thing. Because I feel like you actually have the energy behind it to make something happen here. Nicole, let me see what's going on. What is the next career steps? Okay. This is really funny. So they're showing me in the tarot, we have the Fool card, which is the first card in the deck. And so the tarot, for those of you who may not know, the tarot is actually the story of the Fool's journey. Okay. And I feel like right now you are the Fool and you're about to jump off into the unknown. And I think Spirit thinks, Spirit feels that you are ready to take a leap of faith. And the other thing is trust in yourself, because sometimes right now you're going to be in a chapter of your life and your career where you may have to take some risks where you don't know what the outcome is going to be. You are taking calculated risks, right? And hoping for the best, but you're not really sure where things are going to land. I also feel like, why are they showing me like, there's something about like a startup company where you're like, I don't really know if I should go in this direction. There may be an opportunity for you to get in the door of something that's like brand new and you're kind of questioning, should I do this? Okay. Spirit, show me, actually, let me start with the Astro Dice. What are the next career steps for Nicole? What are the next career steps for Nicole? We have Saturn in the first house, and we have Capricorn. Well, my friend. Wow, this talks about really hard work, nose to the grindstone, day-to-day sacrifices. I think that you're hungry for success. I think that you want it, and I think that you're ready for it. If an opportunity comes your way, I think that you should take it. And I think that you should go all in, because I feel the energy of what I'm picking up here is, this is really cool. Saturn, and I know that some people would be like, huh? But honestly, Saturn in the first house with, wait, hold on. Is that yes, that's my Saturn. Saturn in the first house with Capricorn is like, it's very intense, very driven. I am very meticulously regimented into going after what you want and finding success. Okay. Let me see what else I have here for you. What are the next career steps? Whoa. Yeah. Huge change. I feel like you're moving in. So I don't know what you're doing now. And please, if you have any questions for me and I can clarify during this reading, because I think this is your first time with me, please let me know. But with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you said, okay, I feel like there is a huge change about to happen for you. You could be changing career fields, or you could be jumping into something for the first time. I also feel, I don't know if you recently went to school or graduated, and this might be like your first, it's either like your first really big job, or it's like a really great opportunity that's very different from what you've done in the past. You said it's the first. We don't make it up over here. Love this baby. Okay, let's get into it. That's what Spirit's showing me here. One moment. Wow. You know what I see for you, my friend? And I don't even know what sign you are. Okay. You don't have to tell me. You could have some Capricorn in your chart. I also see some Cancer energy here. I think that you are a really hard worker. And I think that people are really going to respect your work ethic. I think that you're going to stand out from your peers. And I think that, I don't know if you're into your astrology chart, you may want to take a look at your 10th house. I wouldn't be surprised if you had Sun in the 10th house here, but you want to know what your next steps are. So I would cast a wide net. So if you're looking for jobs, I would go on the job boards. I would start applying for things that you think are interesting. I would start networking in the fields that you think that you would be interested in. Ace of Pentacles. I think that you're going to interview well, and I think that people want you to be a part of their team. I think that you're someone who's easy to get along with, easygoing. But not only that, like, you're highly intelligent and you get things done. You are not dramatic. And it's kind of like you do your job and you're like, mic drop. And everyone's like, oh my God, how can we get more of Nicole's energy? This is really cool energy. So my advice for your next career steps is, there is going to be a leap of faith that's going to be required here. I haven't pulled the Fool yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came out. Judgment. Yeah, this is going to require you to, there's going to be no doubt about it. There's going to be some sacrifice here. There could be a requirement for you to move somewhere. I don't have any travel cards, but I'm just saying, like, this, I feel like there's some type of sacrifice here with the 10 of Swords. Like, maybe you're leaving something behind. Maybe you're leaving your comfort zone and some major things behind, but you're putting it out into the universe. Like, hey man, I'm making this judgment call. Spirit has given me an opportunity and I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to run with it. And this looks really great. I also think that you are going to grow to really love this new opportunity that's headed your way. The other thing I'll say about the Queen of Cups, let's say you go on a couple interviews and you get a couple offers. Whatever feels right in your heart, whatever it feels good to you, that's what you should invest in. Why? Because I have the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So there's definitely an emotional aspect to this as well, where it's like, I feel good that in my soul, this feels like the right thing. I'm going to do it. It might be, you're taking a leap of faith and a risk. This is your life is about to fully change here. Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Swords. What else do I get? Oh my God. Yes. The Fool is on the top of the deck. There you are. You're ready to just leap off of this cliff. Yep. And at the bottom, we have the Chariot. Yeah. There could be, maybe you have to drive a distance, or I don't really have travel cards here, but I do get a sense that, like, there could be some relocation involved in this as well, if you're open to it. If not, that's okay. But wow, things are looking really good. And the other thing I'm going to tell you, Nicole, from me to you, my friend, if you're just starting out in your career, I got my undergrad. This is for you specifically, Nicole. Okay? Me to you as a Capricorn rising, all right? I got my undergrad. So the economy, I don't know, you don't need to tell us how old you are. I got my undergrad in 2009 when the economy absolutely tanked, okay? And everyone, just like it is right now, just like you see on social media, just like you see in the news, everyone was talking about how the economy was horrible, the economy tanked, there was so much fear mongering, blah, 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 blah. You will make it despite all odds here, okay? I don't care what your mama, what YouTube, what TikTok, what these podcast bros have to say. You are creating your own reality, okay? I don't care what the financial reports, I don't care what the election looks like. You are going to get a really cool opportunity and it's going to change your life. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Don't give in to the fear. And so the point of me sharing that with you was I was able to start an incredible career that I have separate from YouTube. And it started during when all of that tanked. If I can do it, I think, I don't know, I feel a certain kind of way about this. I think career is going to be a huge thing in your life, Nicole. I think it's going to be a huge focus in your life. And good, some of us girlies are meant to be career women, and that's just fine. And I think you're one of them. I'm going to leave that with you. I'm getting really excited about these readings today, probably because I haven't been on in so long. Okay. July is up next. If you guys are called to donate, let me know. Kay, how are you? What up, boo-boo? What's poppin'? I'm off of work. I am off of work. What is 75 hard? I don't know what 75 hard is. Can you tell me? Or maybe don't, and I'll just do the reading anyway. I am doing great. Yeah, so I'm off work next week, so I'll be online probably like every day if you guys want readings. So look out hit your notifications and check out that information. We got a nice little list going on over here. All right, so I don't know what 70, you know what? I'm just going to do your reading. I don't need to know what 75 hard is because that's not the point. You can tell me later. I'm going to do this challenge thinking about vlogging my journey posted on social media for my own creative expression to inspire others. How is that what is the energy around that? It's a mentally, okay, cool. Got it. July, what is the energy around this, vlogging this and all that stuff? We got Michelle on deck. All right, July, what is the energy around vlogging this and posting it? I want to see it. 7th house, Libra, and Pluto. Whoa. I feel like this, I love this. This is, I want to go back to the first reading that I did for you today because there's a little bit of spillover here. I feel like in the past, this is not something that you would have done, or maybe just the vlogging piece. Okay. Maybe just the vlogging piece, because Libra in the 7th house is all about relationships. And I think that there was some fear around that. And I think this is a huge, Pluto brings transformation. It also is like the great destroyer. And so I think like the way that you're thinking about things is really changing. And I think that you're going to notice that. And I think documenting this is first of all, I think it's a great idea. Yeah. 7 of Swords. I think that you have a unique perspective. Okay, hold on. Sorry, hold on one second. Spirit has a lot to say about this. So there could have been fear about what others would say about you vlogging, which also comes in with 7 of Swords, because it's like, okay, shady haters online, okay, whatever. There's always going to be that. However, the 7 of Swords is also about creating your own way when you have nothing and figuring out your own, creating something out of nothing. I also think that you have a really unique perspective. Like if 10 people vlogged the same experience, I think that you are going to have a different type of standout, experience, whether it be the way that you communicate or the things that you share about. So I think this could be really cool. Yeah, we have Queen of Pentacles. I feel like it could also help you in building a possible platform online, wherever you decide to post this on. Yeah, we have the World. I feel like you're going to be really proud that you did this. I also see you completing it. I don't think it's going to be easy with this Five of Swords. There also may be a little bit of fear about, you know, people online making mean comments or stupid things like that, which is unfortunate about just the world that we live in, because everyone is the keyboard, you know, warrior or whatever. Ace of Wands, you don't care. You're like, I'm going to do this. I'm doing it. So I think your mind is made up. I think your mind is made up and that you're already doing it. I think it's going to go well. I also feel like you could build some type of following, whether that's on YouTube or wherever you decide to post it. We have a Death card. The experience is also really going to transform you. You're going to feel like a warrior afterwards. I don't know what the hell this is, but you're going to feel like, I'm going to look this up when I'm done. But yeah, this is really cool. Seven of Wands. You're like, if I can do this, I can do anything. It's going to overflow into other areas of your life. I don't even know what the challenge is, but that's pretty cool. Let me see what else we got for you. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're doing it on your own. No one can take it away from you. And yeah, there's some type of, there could be some kind of financial, and again, if you're just building a channel, maybe not right away, but there could be some like long-term payoff. Maybe you create some content around 75 Hard in general, and that kind of brings an audience to you, which would be cool. The Eight of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords here. If you feel like this is going to be very mentally challenging, but it definitely is going to be a mind game. But I also feel like that kind of flows over into the vlogging as well. Like you could get into your head about the vlogging, and I think you just do it. You just start. And our friend Kendra, who's not here today, but she just started posting a bunch of content. I don't know if you guys have checked out Kendra's channel lately, but I think, once you get used, and I know I just do live tarot videos here, but once I press go live and, I just get going, I just kind of get into the zone. And I used to be nervous about doing it, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to be with it. So I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Kendra, I'll spell it for you. Hold on. Michelle is up next. Go ahead and post, babe. Kendra's channel is, let me pull it up on my phone. Hold on. She's so cute, you guys. Newbie, have you seen her videos? She's cute as a button, our little, where is she? Our little Kendra. It's Kendra Shadea. Where is she? Oh my God, why can't I find her? I know I subscribed to her. Hold up. Let me go through I subscribe to so much weird stuff. I don't even want to show you my feed. I have like cleaning videos, spooky videos, haunted stuff, a cat that talks to this electronic board. Hold on. Sorry, guys. You know how I am. I'm just looking for Kendra's video. It's Kendra should. Oh, here she goes. You are hot. Here's our girl. Kendra Shadea. Chideya. Go check her out. Not sponsored. Okay, let's do it. Michelle. Let's do it, boo-boo. Michelle, I want to use this beautiful deck for you. I'm going to put this one. I didn't even use this one. What am I doing? Okay, let's get into it. We got Michelle. Jen is on deck. We got Misbehavin'. Every time I look at the clock, it's 11:11 or 1:11, and it's starting to really freak me out. Like, Spirit, should I do my own reading? Like, Spirit, what the hell are you trying to tell me right now? Give me 1 second. My phone is being really, I think my Wi-Fi connection is really slow. All right, Michelle, we want a channeled message here. Spirit, let's get in the zone. All right, I'm at 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm gonna do last call. Because yeah, let's just do that. All right, Michelle, let's get a channeled message from your spiritual team. All right. Okay, hold on. Whew, boo-boo. Okay. So, Michelle. They're showing me a lotus flower. And I know about this because they've showed me this in a couple of readings. So I've sometimes when Spirit shows me symbols, I have to like research what they mean. So they're showing me a lotus, and this is also like common knowledge, but you know, I digress. Lotus flowers are highly appreciated for their beauty. And the interesting and ironic thing about lotus flowers, I don't know if you have a connection to those at all, but the point is, the spiritual meaning and purpose is that I think that they represent regeneration, but they also are about creating something beautiful out of something that is like a swampy, muddy environment. And I think that there's some things around you that feel a little bit muddy or unclear. I also feel like there's some things that have kind of been weighing on you or making your vibration or your energy feel a little bit down, maybe even a little bit like sad or pessimistic, okay? And Spirit is saying, like, you know, pressure makes diamonds. Lotuses can grow out of beautiful environments. I don't think this energy is going to last forever, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit of, I'm feeling a little bit of melancholy energy. I'm not going to lie. Okay. But it's okay to be there. It's okay to be in a season, and it's okay to be there for a moment. Spirit, and I think Spirit is like, we're going to hold you in that space. And like, it's okay for you to, that's a part of the healing journey, right? Spirit, show me, you said it, yes, it resonates. Spirit, it's been a long season. I'm so sorry, my friend. We have Sun in the 4th house. Sun in the 4th house and Pisces. Wow. Okay. So let's talk about that energy. The 4th house represents the home. We have Pisces, which represents the 12th house. It's extremely emotional, deep. And as we said in another reading today, when I rolled Pisces, this can be where there is some emotional trauma. And maybe because of what you're dealing with, right, in your personal day-to-day, this sadness that you're feeling, it's making you loop back to maybe how your household was when you were growing up, possible trauma that you picked up along the way, why things in your adult life, you just might be reflecting on a lot of this stuff right now. The most important thing I will say is you might be spending a lot of time at home. Make sure that you are getting back to basics, with when it comes to, and I'm not trying to call you out or be weird here. I just want to, I don't want to offend anybody here. Just make sure that your house should be like a sanctuary, right? So you may not feel like doing the things that you're supposed to do on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not saying any kind of thing. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to, like cleaning up or making your house like a sanctuary for yourself, because this is the safe space that this is a place where you're supposed to feel safe and comfortable. So do what you can do. Like if you feel like you're sad or you don't have energy to do anything, like take care of yourself, your hygiene first and foremost, drink your water, and then just try to create like a safe and comfortable place for yourself to heal. Because that's really all you need to focus on right now is you. And I also feel like this could be the beauty of this, right? Let's talk. Thank you, Spirit. Let's talk about this, right? Because I see a lot of videos, people are like, you move in silence and then you emerge a butterfly. That's how I see you spinning this energy. It's like, I'm at home hydrating, I'm at home healing, and he's out here balding in these streets. Am I wrong? I don't see this as a somber thing. I see this as you healing. I see you hydrating. I see you leveling up. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness. Is it your birthday today? Happy birthday, Libra. All right, channeled message. So yeah, that's the energy I see you in right now. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, what do we have for Michelle? 2 of Cups. I think you're in a season where you're like, I have to be my own best friend. I can't really trust certain things around me. There may even be a sense of shame associated with some of that too. You're definitely in a 5 of Cups energy. We also have this beautiful strength card. This is one of my favorite strength cards. Look at this. It's so cool. Where it's like, I think that you're a tough cookie, and I think that you've been beaten down, and unrightfully so. I think that you're having a lot of realizations. There's a lot of trauma healing going on. And through this energy, I think that your perspective about people in the world is changing, and that's okay. That's okay. It was the 3rd. Yay. We have the Fool energy. This full moon could have stirred some things up in you, which is, opposite your sun there with that Aries energy. This full moon could have opened your eyes. There could have also been a new thing. Doesn't this look like an eye? There could have been some type of realization that happened around the full moon, which was just a few days ago, that had you in your feelings or feeling very reflective, or maybe you were feeling, Spirit, help me out here. What is this word I'm looking for? Like, don't give me the feelings and not the words. Hold on. Isn't that the Scorpio struggle, right? It's like, I feel all of this. Hold on. It almost feels like you're being weighed down. It feels like, oh, yes. Thank you, Spirit. It feels like you're being restricted from something. And maybe it's just life in general or opportunity in general. And it's like, I'm done struggling. Like, I'm done being held down. And I think this is preparing you to have this glow up and emerge. And I'm not saying like a glow up to go get a man's. And no, this is a glow up for yourself, mentally, emotionally, right? Because I think the prize is you. You are your best friend. creating a 2 of Cups reality with your soul and your mind, I think is one of the most invaluable things that you can have. Feeling restricted, feeling pressure comes a lot of my, I'm ready for the storm to be over. Yeah. And so I think part of this is cultivating a deeper relationship and knowing yourself with this 2 of Cups energy and the Fool. The Ace of Swords, what is my truth? You may also, and I said this to someone else, and I was also feeling this energy myself today because I had some realizations as well during the full moon where I saw certain behaviors and I thought to myself, am I crazy? Like, am I the crazy one? And it's like, no, Spirit is giving you these eyes and these experiences and these senses for a reason to guide you where you are supposed to go. If something doesn't feel right, or you feel like you don't fit in somewhere or with a certain group or a situation, you are not the problem. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It just means that is not the place for you. And so when you try to fit, Max, what's poppin'? When you try to fit a round peg into a square hole, it just means that that's not the proper place for you yet. So if you're grieving a situation where you maybe felt uncomfortable, or a place where you didn't fit in, I know this is going to sound really weird, but like, thank God you didn't fit in there, because now you can go where you're supposed to go. And that takes time. That takes time. It's okay. But yeah, cultivating that 2 of Cups with your mind, body, soul, and yourself, because the relationship you have with yourself, that's the longest relationship you're going to have. Max, I have been on one today. I've been on many rants today. Okay, I'm going to keep going. We have Death, Scorpio. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. But you want to know what's really awesome here? Because I don't know if this is like an ex or past friends or lovers, but I'm picking up on like people from the past that are kind of impacting some of these feelings as well. It could even be coworkers or just relationships in general. But you want to know what you can say for yourself is that you fight for yourself, even if you feel like crap. You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. You're giving yourself the stability, the longevity. You're thinking critically. You're thinking about the bigger picture of your tangible reality, planning for your future. Okay. And I just think that you are a real ass bitch. Sorry to cuss here. And I think that if you're dealing with themes of like, I didn't fit in there, or that wasn't meant for me, thank God, because could you imagine feeling like you were walking on eggshells, or in an environment or with friends or lovers where you felt like you were holding your breath all the time? Like, thank God. So yeah, I do see you being in a season here, Sun in the 4th house in Pisces, where you're doing the deep healing, emotional work, and being in your comfort zone and just chilling, right? Pisces is also very magical energy. Maybe you're feeling very creative and like airy fairy and like, tapping into like weird. I mean, Pisces is weird in its own way. It rules like mermaid energy and stuff like that. Okay. Knight of Cups. And I love that this deck is mostly females too. Yeah, we have the World. This cycle is going to end. This cycle is going to end. Jenna, we're going to have to talk about that question because I don't know if I can do that. Because I only have one rule. We'll talk about that. That kind of falls into my medical clause, and I get a little, I get squirrely about doing pregnancy and I'm not trying to be mean or whatever. It kind of falls. I don't like to do medical or pregnancy readings because there's so much emotion I can talk about your future, like family. We'll get there. Sorry, Michelle. Let me keep going here. Your commitment is being tested. I feel like your commitment to yourself, it's time to take action. If you want things to look different for yourself, I'm seeing you investing in yourself and putting more work into yourself. The Queen of Pentacles is also someone who, she's not as nurturing as the Queen of Cups, but she does take care of the people around her, and can be a protective steward of the earth. It's earth energy, right? You have a backup. Thanks, Jen. Okay. Be bold and make the first move. So again, I don't feel like this is in regard to relationship. I feel like maybe this is you taking the next step on your healing journey, finding a resource for yourself, or if you want to make a change, like stepping up and making that change, and having the confidence and choosing to invest in yourself here. Spirit, what other energy do we have for Michelle? Your guides have not left you. Your guides are still with you. And you may feel like, man, I feel really abandoned, because you're sensing that there's some type of separation right now between you and the rest of the world. That's not true. You are connected. You are connected to everything. Your guides have not abandoned you. But I think you need to meet them halfway, and I think you need to take action with something. We have freedom. The cool thing about your energy that I really like with confidence here, maybe you feel like you've lost some of your confidence, and maybe it's been hard. We have some Aries heavy, be bold and make the first move. We have that Aries full moon and then Aries new moon here. It's time to take action. And you're like, well, once I feel like crap and my confidence is gone, like, how am I supposed to do that, bird? The cool thing about your energy is I feel like you've created a life where you actually have a lot of freedom. And that's something to be really proud of, because if there's people who put you down or criticized you or whatever, I feel like they don't have a lot of freedom in their life. I don't know why I want to say that, but I just really feel that way. I'm going to leave that with you. Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, Jenna, you have a backup question. Thank you, Michelle. Ooh, tea. Okay, Jen, let's get into it. I'm going to use this for you. I love this. All right, up next, I have Jen. I got Misbehaving for 2, and then I have Kay, and then we are now closed. We are now closed. So we're going to do... let me switch my thingy here. Okay. Alrighty. All right, Jen, let's get into this for you, my friend. Okay, well, this is a different reading. Sorry, Jen. Who is this woman? Hold on. Okay. So Jen, you, my friend, have very fun energy, and I just think that you're just a ball of joy. Give me 1 second here. Okay. No. Don't tell me anything. Don't tell me anything, because even though I know you, I don't know anything about this dynamic. So this is, I'm ready to dig into this. Hold on. This woman is like, she's kind of all over the place. She's giving me, Jen, she's giving like, Do you remember like Magic School Bus, like Miss Frizzle or like art teacher vibes? That's what I'm feeling. Like I'm feeling like eclectic, like crazy hair, and just like I don't know that there was. I think it was an off the cuff thing. I don't think that it was a. I don't think that this was a premeditated. You said accurate. She's so artsy. Yeah, she's giving me like yeah, like I think that she's an airy fairy like da 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 type of. I don't think that this was premeditated. I think she had this thought like I'm going to call Jen and then it just happened. Spirit, what was the purpose? Why what inspired her to call? What inspired her? Well-traveled collector type. Love that. Yeah, she's like it's giving like Miss Frizzle or like my art teacher from Bellflower. Hold on one second. Spirit, show me what inspired this. Third house, Saturn. Virgo. Is she a Virgo as well? I feel like, okay, please don't take this the wrong way, Jen. Please don't take this the wrong way. Tell me if this is accurate. Do you feel like you have more in common with her than you do with your own mom? Do you feel like a weird kinship or like a weird similarity with her? Because I feel like she's funky in the best way, and I feel like you're funky in the best way. And I mean that like as a endearment, like I mean that as a compliment. So we have Saturn and Virgo in the third house. The third house can represent, you said I used to. The third house, it rules siblings, okay? So there could be, we have Saturn in the third house with Virgo. There could be a strain that's going on with did you tell me what side of the family this was on? Whether, I don't know if it's your mom or dad's side, but I feel like there is a strain between her and the sibling, which impacted your relationship with her. She's confrontational and would literally tell my parents how to take care of me. Well, okay. And that's Virgo, very direct. Like you're doing it wrong. Yes. So there's an issue with the parents here. And so you said dad's side. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to pull cards for you, but what I'm getting, my intuition, spirit, and the dice, that I think that she has been reflecting. We stopped talking because of my dad. Girl, been there, done that, got that t-shirt. Here's the deal. She has been reflecting, and I think this full moon brought some things into perspective for her. And it's funny because my Aries is in the third house with my siblings, which is interesting. So here's the deal. She's been reflecting about the family, and I think that she feels bad for the experience that you had potentially with your parents. And so I think that she wanted to reach out to you to express that, like, she does care about you. She does wish you well. She cares about your well-being. And there was something within her that kind of inspired this. Now, I don't know that she would have necessarily gone there right away. She may have just wanted to like catch up, but the third house represents communication. She wanted, and we have Virgo energy. So the third house, which rules Gemini, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication. So she really wanted to communicate with you. I don't really feel like I want to shuffle anymore here. So she definitely, I think that she's with Saturn here. She's feeling like she could have done more, or there was she feels bad for you, and she feels like there was some type of disservice done to you. And I think that's why she tried to intervene. I'm not going to tell you, I don't even know exactly the ins and outs of your family dynamics, totally, but like, I think she feels like there was a disservice done to you by your parents, possibly even both of them. And she feels like she could have been there more, or she could have done more, but, and I think she does wish you well. And I think she misses you, and she just wants you to know that someone really cares about you. And you know what's really weird, Jen? I know we're adults and I know I've known you like a really long time, but we've never like done a deep dive on our family stuff. We have a very similar story here. So weird, dude. We'll have to take that offline. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Girl, where'd you come from? You sprouted up out of nowhere. Seven of Pentacles, like, why are you reaching out to me now? Nine of Pentacles. I think that okay, so is she on social media? Maybe she saw a picture of you. Maybe she was reviewing like old family photos or something like that. But, or maybe she came across like your LinkedIn. She's like, wow, Jen is very accomplished. Jen is doing so well for herself. I'm so glad that she's, been able to create this life for herself. And there was so much trauma, so much conflict here. Five of Wands. Wow. Three of Swords. And the other thing I'll tell you is it's really hard when there's a gap in family dynamics for like decades, years, and then people try to come back together. And it's like, you didn't know me for most of my life. And she said she does that a lot. Food issues with pictures. Yeah. And so I think she wanted to catch up with you and see how you were doing. There's something going on with her emotionally where I think she just wants to like check in on you and make sure that you're doing good. I also feel like she may even want to meet up with you. Three of Cups. Does she have any kids? Ten of Swords. I think she wants you to know that she's around. And even though you're an adult, and even though you said she does, I feel like do you have like a female cousin here with this Three of Cups? Maybe she wants to get, or maybe the cousins are friends with you on Facebook or something, and they see how well you're doing. I don't know. But this Ten of Swords is like, just because me and your dad don't talk doesn't mean that like we can't have a relationship and get to know you, because we love you, we care about you. Susan, it's a female. Yeah, I'm picking up a very strong female vibes. She's a fancy doctor. And here's the thing, like, don't feel like because you're not a doctor, like you've done very well for yourself here. And yeah, I think she just wants to reach out and chat with you, but it wasn't premeditated. I think she was just going through stuff and could have seen you on, I don't even know if you're on social media, honestly. But it's like, yeah, something triggered her to want to reach out to you here. Ace of Swords. She may want to tell you a little bit more about her experience now that you are an adult. They worship the doctor life. Well, good for them. Yeah. She's like, you're part of my family. You're part of my legacy. You're part of my, like, you're part of this eclectic family situation that we have. Like, you can always come and talk to us. I think that's how she's feeling, but I don't think she was like, I'm going to reach out to Jen for any specific reason. I think she just wanted to like catch up with you. And I do think she cares about you more than you realize. I feel kind of emotional about this, Jen. It's weird. Like, I don't know if she's a water sign or a Virgo. She like deeply feels for you. Very interesting. Like, I think you'd be surprised, like more than you think. All right, we got Misbehaving for 2, then we got K, and then we got Misbehaving again. Misbehaving. Are you here, boo-boo? Thanks, Jenna. I love you too. We need a family, girl. I just blocked all of mine. I don't want to. I'm done deep diving. I'm done healing. I'm done trying to figure it out. I just done blocked them all. Like, hell no. Me too. Seriously? Oh, Lord. I love it. Jen, you're the freaking best. You're such a sweet little bean. You and your little doggos. Misbehaving. What up, boo? You're up next, BB. Go ahead and post, girl. So you want, who's texting me? If this is another political, oh my God. I can't wait for weird people. to stop texting me political crap. All right, readings are now closed. We got a few more to go. Misbehaving for 2, and then K for 1, and then misbehaving for 1 more. Hydration check, kings and queens. Number 1, we want a general reading. Make sure you guys like the stream. It really helps me out. I'll be back on Monday. I have time off next week, so I'll be on like during the day, probably around like 1 or so. So I'll see you guys then. But yeah, hit your notifications. I'll be on a lot next week. General reading for misbehaving. All right, girl. Let's do this. Give me 1 second. That was weird. Can I ask you a weird question, misbehaving? Oh, we're closed. Yeah, donation list is closed. Readings are now closed. Let me put that up. Okay. Can I ask you a weird, I'm just going to say it. Do you know someone who recently had COVID? Or are you around someone that recently got COVID? Because I feel like I feel really heavy in my chest, and I don't do medical readings, but I just want to say that. Or were you sick recently? That's weird. All right, Spirit, we're going to get this off of me. You said, of course. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. All right, we're going to shake that off. All right, I'm tapping into your chakras. Give me a second. I know. Yes, I know someone who did. Were you afraid you were going to get it or something? And did they have a hard time? Someone, I'm like, oh, why can't I feel like something? Yeah, I couldn't breathe for a second. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, I don't know why they wanted to show me that. That was weird. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Okay. So Spirit, they took me right to your crown chakra and they were like, she knows. So we're going to get a little bit lighter here. Thank you, Spirit. So thank you for making me laugh. Okay. So your intuition right now is off the effing charts. Okay. Your intuition right now is off the effing charts. You are my Pisces, right? I think that you are just like, you're the type of person, and I think your intuition is also just growing. You can literally, as a water sign, you have this superpower, and Pisces feel very deeply. You can just walk in and just feel the whole room. And whatever thoughts that you're having, whatever senses you're experiencing, I think that you can really trust it right now. And you your intuition is off the charts. Okay. So if you start having, like, if you're like, that was a weird thought, I think it's your intuition. Okay. I think you can really trust yourself right now. Even if something seems a little bit off the beaten path. Okay. Maybe that's why they brought that to me. Because it was like, I'm going to say something weird. And then you're like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure it out. Spirit, what is general message for misbehaving? We have Virgo, Mercury in. Yes, bitch. What is this? Mercury, Virgo in the 12th house. This is communication with spirit. Communication with your freaking intuition right from the source. Information, things that you cannot see, things that you cannot touch, live in the 12th house. It is the unknown. It is the hidden world. And what is it trying to do with you? It is trying to communicate with you in a very precise way. Virgo, Mercury and Virgo. Okay? I'm like, mic drop. Do I need to even pull cards on this? Okay, let's see. Okay, so Spirit, what is this information? Give me more specifics. What type of information is going to come out? What type of information is trying to be communicated? How is this going to impact misbehaving? Let's see what's going on here. This feels good. Again, like, why am I having a hard time breathing? I think they're just trying to get my attention. Like, pay attention to even the most subtle or weird things, because everything is connected. Okay. Ace of Cups. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I know. My friend's boyfriend says I'm so theatrical. And you know what, bitch? I am. And I don't care. But I think he was complimenting me because I am a gay man trapped in my body. Listen, Ace of Cups and the Magician. If there is a man that is trying to pressure you, listen, I don't care right now. I want you, listen to me, misbehaving. Your life right now is about you, yourself, and you. You could have little men over here trying to take you out on a little date, trying to holler at you, trying to, me, I have feelings for you. No, right now, and you can entertain them. You can let them take you out for a nice steak dinner. I want you to focus on yourself and your future right now, because you are a powerful woman. And the more that you pour in your own cup, the better the results are going to be. Shut up. We just going to pull majors this whole reading or what? Emperor, Knight of Swords. I also feel like you don't reveal your whole deck to people, and that is not a bad thing. I think maybe in the past you were too overgiving or too like, I want to be, and I was the same way, especially when it came to, my relationships with men. It was like, I have to say everything, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they're probably lying half the time. Okay. But I feel like you are going through a transformation where you are holding your cards a little bit closer to your chest, and you are putting yourself before everything else. You said, no, it's me time. Yes. So yeah, sure. Let someone take you out for a little steak dinner. Maybe go to a concert, do whatever, go on a little date. But at the end of the day, the sun, you, yourself, and you is the main priority here, because you are in a very precious period of your life right now, where things are about to really open up for you, and you're about to get some really great opportunities, transformation. This is a very important period for you in your life. And that's why I'm saying, trust your instincts. If you meet a new person, it smells weird, it's weird. If you get an opportunity, it feels weird, it's weird. But I also don't want you to beat yourself up for having like these weird thoughts and like trusting yourself, because, and as a Pisces, it may not feel so weird, but getting into that space where you can really trust the divine can feel a little scary. Because and you may even, I was talking about this all day as a theme, like maybe you're even questioning yourself. Like, this is how I feel. This is where spirit's leading me. But like, is it wrong? Is it okay? I'm second guessing myself. Yes, you're okay. You're okay, Pisces. As a matter of fact, you're very powerful. We have the Emperor here. You're a boss. Period. And I also feel like you do things, even though you're the 12th house, Pisces. No shade. Pisces isn't known for being the fastest sign in the zodiac, but you're able to do things with speed and agility here. The Knight of Swords. You work smarter, not harder. And you just like, that's what I'm like, you being the Pisces and being in the 12th house, like you can actually see things from a lot of different perspectives and like a bird's eye view. And, you know, you're the fish, you kind of go with the flow. And then when it's time to, once you can see things for all the perspectives, then you'll know like where to go with that flow. But I feel like once you make up your mind, you are able to make a very intelligent decision here. And here you are. It's funny that I've been, a lot of like the top card, I feel like has kind of just been just like the stamp of every reading I've done today, which is kind of funny. But yeah, there may be a little bit of worry, a little bit of second guessing, a little bit of anxiety, but I feel like your energy is feeling really good. Continue to put yourself first and selfishly love yourself, and keep marching towards the future. I think you're making great decisions right now. Okay, what's your next question? I know I'm going really long today, guys, but I have a lot to say, apparently. I got a lot to say. All right, we got misbehaving, we got K, and then misbehaving again. All right, I got one more for misbehaving, and then we'll jump into K. I see your question. Thank you for posting. Misbehaving says, will they take 17 for the 2015 Jeep? Let's take a look. Yes, but, and I'm not trying to give you any doubt here. I'm just going to say what I know you guys trust me, so I'm just going to say what I want to say here. I don't know what the mileage is on that thing, and I'm not a car expert. I'm also going to say that. I want you to look at comps. I feel like it's a little high. So the answer is yes. I do think that they will take that, but I still feel like that's even a little bit high. Again, I'm not an expert, but that's what Spirit told me, essentially. Yeah, King of Pentacles. It still seems very expensive. They don't want to budge on the money at all. it's going to be a little bit of a fight. But 6 of Wands, Chariot, Queen of Wands. I'm not saying throw it away. I just feel like it's a little bit high. So do your own entertainment purposes and only do your own research. But yeah, Taurus in the 8th house with Pisces, it's like, I just threw a bunch of money on this thing, and then I look at comps later. Just make sure that, so yes, if you feel like that's a good deal, trust yourself and go with it. But I just feel like that you might be able to get a better deal, but I do think that they will eventually come down and take that. If that makes sense. Okay, Kay wants to know, how is JC feeling about our relationship? I want to use Edgar Allan Poe for this. And then Misbehaving, go ahead and post your last one. We're going to get into Kay's reading. How is JC feeling? We have the Hierophant here. I feel like he might think things are progressing in a good way. I think you wanted the in-depth. Yes. Okay. Let me see what else I have here for you. Okay, let's get into your reading. How does JC feel about his relationship with Kay? Cancer, 10th house, North Node. He's feeling good about it overall. He feels like you guys were meant to be. He feels like he wants you in his life. I definitely feel like he sees you as a very nurturing person. Okay, how else is he feeling? I want one more. Ten of Pentacles. We're starting with the 5 of Cups. Ooh, we have the Tower. So there may be some changes that there may have been like a come to Jesus moment here with the 5. Maybe there could have been something intense that happened. And look at this full moon looks like that Aries full moon that we just had. Yeah, 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It's like, are you in? Are you out? Do you want to do this? And he is like, I'm here and I want to fight for this. And I feel like it may almost be a little bit intense or surprising about the way that he is going about this. I do think that he does really care for you. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, this looks like ultimatum energy to me. We have 5 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Did you tell him that it was, you guys had to make some decisions here? Yeah, 8 of Wands. There's a lot of communication going on. 4 of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. I feel that there's real love here. But I still feel like both of you guys are, even though there may be a lot of communication going on, we had a come to Jesus moment. So there's still a lot of potential here, right? I'm not saying to throw this thing away. There's still a lot of potential here. My only concern that I see in this energy is, are you guys fully able to be yourselves? And are you really putting all your cards on the table? Because the 4 of Pentacles is an energy of being held back. It can be a practical energy. It can be a practical energy, but it's also like, I don't know. I don't like, you said I gave him a choice. Yeah. So I just feel like 4 of Pentacles feels strategic to me, and I don't like that. So make sure that if he told you he agrees to something, that you would need to see the actions as well, because there's a lot of talk here, and I do believe that there's love, but I think you need to see the change. You need to see the outcome of the Tower moment. Is he going to be able to measure up and be practical, or is he going to hold back? 10 of Cups. I'm not denying there's love here. There's real love here on both sides. Yeah, we have the Star. I think he's going to give you more attention. I think he is going to give you more affection and attention, which could have been part of the, let's take a look here, situation. But I do think he believes you guys were like meant to be. Let me see what else I have here. Soulmate energy. Yes, this is a soulmate. We have wedding. This situation involves marriage. We also have codependency. I think he's a little codependent. I don't even really feel that with you. And I just think that he is very much, he doesn't do well alone. I think he is, I'm not going to call him a relationship hopper, but he definitely is someone that like needs to have a woman. You've noticed change. Okay. Spirit, let's use the Lenormand. Show me what's coming up for them. Is there an outside influence to this connection? I'm not saying he's cheating, and I don't even see that. But I feel like this could be someone who's like trying to get in his head to be like, you feel it's me. Where it's like, I'm codependent. I don't like seeing a snake in a Lenormand reading, period. So it's definitely, keep your eyes and ears open because this is like flip-floppy type of energy. So just continue to observe his behavior over time. I don't doubt that you guys I don't doubt the love in this connection, but I think that you guys have reached the crossroads here of like, this is kind of make it or break it. And if he decides to flip up or change up his energy, then you'll know. But at this point, yeah, the love is real, but it's kind of a wait and see right now. Are the changes going to be permanent or are they temporary? I think he's also codependent, but that's just I'm just a cat lady on the internet. You're aware of it. Got it. That's what I'm seeing for you, girl. Thank you so much for joining us today. All right, I got one more for Misbehaving. Thank you guys so much for giving me a platform to do this. And we have Misbehaving. Make sure you guys like the stream. It really helps me out. Oh my gosh, I've been on for over 2 minutes or 2 hours. I'm losing it. Let's use this. I feel like I've had this on the table and I haven't even touched it yet. I gotta put these cards away or else Augie's gonna jump on them and flip them everywhere. Thank you. Yeah, time will tell for sure. Time after time. All right, who was Adina? I love that name. Who was Adina to me in a past life? All right, guys, this is my last reading. All right, Spirit, let's get into Misbehaving's energy again. What, who is Adina to Misbehaving? And if any of you guys want to book a private reading, you know all my info is linked below. The third house is siblings. But I was also picking up like grandmother or sibling energy. I feel like you could have had multiple lifetimes with this person. And I also feel like you'd be surprised to know. I think that you've incarnated with this soul multiple times. I'm picking up grandmother as well as sibling, but definitely female. Scorpio is a feminine sign. And then Uranus, it's kind of like you guys have had multiple different situations going on here. I'm going to cut the, I don't know why yeah, this Uranus energy is making me feel some kind of way here. What else do I have here? Yeah, I definitely feel like this could have been a sister to you. Yeah, you were family. You were family. I don't know if they're family to you now, but I think you have lived multiple lifetimes misbehaving. Sister in one life, grandmother in another, possibly here. I think that you guys communicate very well. And I also feel like you guys get each other, and you guys both appreciate each other, and you may tell each other how much that you appreciate each other. And you guys have really been through the trenches together. Like my friend, shout out Max, if you're still watching, says like, gymnastics coach for years. It's like, but it went beyond that. Like there was an emotional connection where it was like, if you were dealing with something, it was like they were going to sit in the pit with you and like help you process and deal. And same for you with them, possibly. 7 of Pentacles. This has been going on for a long time. And we have the Empress here. So definitely, possibly even, I'm going to say sister, mother, grandmother, and all, like definitely familial ties for sure. Oh my gosh. New misbehaving. I'm so sorry to hear that. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, there were some really, really, really deep emotional ties. This person is a good egg. This person will remain to fight for you and stand in your corner and be there to protect you and, emotionally lift you up. You guys have deep love for each other. 9 of Wands, because they feel that you're a warrior and they wanted to just help build you up. My friend. I think there's been multiple lifetimes, and I'm feeling lots of different ties with this person over many, many years, or many lifetimes. I mean, I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. All right, babies, make sure you like the stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll probably be back on Monday. And I know. I've been in my feels a little bit in a good way today. I feel like we've done a couple like emotionally like healing type of readings, and I want to be here for you guys as well, to like sit in the pit and process this stuff, because I don't do surface level over here. I'm not like, this isn't we don't do small talk on this channel. So I will leave that with you guys. Bye.